Kyoto. I can't remember the name of it, but late at night I ended up grabbing some ice cream with a friend, and we just sat there and we were just chatting, and it was so peaceful and so quiet, and I didn't have to worry about, like, I guess in the US it's a lot more dangerous at night.
Yeah, of course.
But the school that I went to, like, there'd be shootings every other night.
Wow.
Yeah, so you just have to be really careful when you're out late. But in Kyoto,
This job, they don't want to do honestly. So, could you give any advice to someone who want to like work hard?
I think, for me personally, getting to the point of having a good work ethic comes from doing something you don't enjoy a lot. Davis.
Thank you for taking the interview. My name is Ryu. What's your name? Davis. Nice to meet you.
Yeah, nice to meet you as well.
So, where are you from?
I'm from California, San Francisco specifically.
San Francisco.
Yeah.
Rich area.
Yeah, but it's cool. I mean, obviously very different from Japan, but yeah, no, it's a great city.
Okay, beautiful. So, what brings you here?
I mean, to be honest, I've wanted to come to Japan for the last 10 years. But
10 years.
Yeah, but it's pretty expensive to fly over here, so I just haven't really found the chance until recently. And I saw flights were pretty cheap, so I just got a ticket and hopped over here.
Are you on holiday right now?
Kind of. I just had an internship, industrial lighting company, and it ended, and now I'm kind of in between jobs at the moment. So I decided on my time off that it'd be best to come here.
So you said your industry is lighting?
No, it's industrial lighting, like lights in
lighting
like department stores or baseball fields,
Oh.
or streets, or yeah.
That's so cool.
Yeah. It was a little part-time gig. I guess I'm trying to work in the film industry in Atlanta.
Wow.
But it's been kind of slow the last year, so just kind of trying to find a job wherever I can.
I think filming industry is super competitive.
Oh yeah, no, it's crazy competitive, especially in the U.S. You know, everyone wants to be an actor, or director, or
right.
you know, some big star. So it's pretty hard to get your foot in the door. But from my own experience, it seems like once you're able to get your foot in the door, it's a lot easier to get consistent work. Yeah.
Oh, I see. Okay, so how long have you been here?
I've been here since the 27th, so 5 or 6 days.
5 or 6 days.
Yeah. I flew into Narita and then I went straight to Kyoto.
Kyoto?
For 5 days. Yeah.
Oh, I see. So you just came to Tokyo?
Yeah, I got here yesterday. Yeah.
Cool.
So just like figuring out the city. Yeah, but Kyoto was great. Yeah.
Which is your favorite?
I haven't been here long enough to say. Obviously, right now, I'd say Kyoto's my favorite, just because I was there for 5 days, and also it was so peaceful. I mean, like,
And just like Japan, so super traditional city. So.
Yeah, super traditional. No. But the coolest part about it was that I was able to grab a bike and just go anywhere. And I mean, as you know, being in Missouri, like, you can't really grab a bike and drive and bike anywhere. You have to drive everywhere in the U.S. So that was a really nice part, and it allowed me to see more of the city, which I probably wouldn't have if I was with a guide or doing all the touristy spots.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was really cool biking around the city. Yeah.
Oh,
and I went for a couple hikes, and there was still touristy stuff that I did, like seeing the temples. I feel like if you go anywhere, but I tried to, I guess, go off the beaten path as much as possible to see more of the city.
Okay.
Yeah.
For 5 or 6 days, what is the most surprising things in Japan?
Most surprising? That's tough. There was a lot. I mean, the country is so different from the U.S., so I feel like everything, you know, from how respectful everybody is to your convenience stores have like full-on meals that are healthy for you, which is it's so different from the U.S. where everything is super processed. I think the most surprising thing to me were the number of rules, or like not like breaking the law, but more so unwritten rules about like which side of the elevator you should be on, or the street.
Oh,
or, like,
yeah.
making sure, because like jaywalking is not a thing here, people don't do that, so I thought that was really interesting. You know what? I have a whole book that I've like
Really?
tip on. Yeah. So I've just been like writing down notes and stuff, and I'll go through this.
I'm so
And see if
interested.
I can find anything.
Can you share me?
I can't show some of it. It's kind of more like personal stuff, but there's some other stuff in here. The izakayas
Yeah.
are like, it's not a bar, it's not a restaurant, it's like somewhere in the middle, which I thought was really cool. What else was there? I mean, what's really different is like,
Is this diary?
yeah, no, it's kind of a diary / logbook. So every day I just write down.
Whoa!
stuff
I love
every
your
day.
pictures.
What, these ones?
Drawing.
Oh yeah.
Can I take it?
Yeah.
Wow, it's so cute.
I would say those are the main things. Yeah, just the number of like little unwritten rules that Japan
Yeah.
has. I thought was really interesting.
But it's so difficult, I guess, for foreigner to understand
yeah.
unwritten rules.
No, definitely. I thought I had done a decent amount of research before coming here to try and make sure that I was being respectful, but I feel like there's still moments here and there where someone will be like, no, and then they'll kind of show me, either like, the right way to pay for food at a restaurant, or, how you should address someone in a certain setting, or whatever it might be. Yeah, but overall, it's not like the rules have been overbearing in any way or have ruined the trip. It's just really interesting.
So did you make any terrible mistake here?
Oh my god. I'm trying to think. Yeah, nothing crazy. My buddy though, he I guess didn't know about you're not supposed to jaywalk, and he crossed the street when he wasn't supposed to, and a cop came up to him and told him like that was very disrespectful, and you can't do that anymore. So that's probably the closest experience I've had. And then outside of that, here and there, I'll forget to take my shoes off going inside, and someone will remind me, like, no, like, please. So, yeah. But overall, nothing crazy. Yeah.
Wow, maybe you learned a lot before you came here, that's why.
Yeah, I hope so. But I mean, the cool thing about going to any country, especially Japan, is there's just always something new to learn every day. I feel like every day I'm here, there's something I'm learning. It's really cool.
Totally, how long will you stay in Japan?
I'm here until Thursday this week, so I will have been here 10 days, 8 days, not including being at the airport and flying.
Oh.
Yeah, but I definitely want to come back. 100%.
Cool.
Yeah. No, it's been great.
So, what is best experience so far?
In Japan?
Yeah.
Oh, man. There's so many. I'll give you two. One of them was, I was out one night with a friend, and we ended up going down a couple alleys, and we found this little speakeasy that we actually found it through these two people from Texas who were in town, and they said that the speakeasy was cool, so we went with them to this bar, which I think was an izakaya or a bar, I can't remember exactly, and we walk in, there's 5 seats total, and it's kind of hit like a corner, and then there's records and tapes everywhere for music.
Is it
all
in
around the bar.
Shinjuku area?
No. It was in Kyoto.
Kyoto.
Yeah. And the guy who was working it, he had a lazy eye, and he had 3 fingers on his right hand, and he was just chatting us up while we were eating food and having drinks. And there was a local who was also in the bar, who was asking my buddy a ton of questions.
Wow.
And like, I guess he was like surprised by the hair on his arm and was like kept feeling his arm. It was really funny. But yeah, we were just like sharing stories about our different countries and stuff, and yeah, ended up having a great time. And then I'd say the other time was, there's a river in Kyoto, I can't remember the name of it, but late at night I ended up grabbing some ice cream with a friend, and we went and we just sat there and we were just chatting, and it was so peaceful and so quiet, and I didn't have to worry about, like, I guess in the US it's a lot more dangerous at night.
Yeah, of
like,
course.
But the school that I went to, like, there'd be shootings every other night.
Wow.
Yeah, so you just have to be really careful when you're out late. But in Kyoto, it was like, I feel like I could go out until 6 a.m. in the morning, and I would be completely safe almost anywhere. I'm sure there are some dangerous areas in Kyoto, but for the most part, I never felt like anything bad was going to happen. It wasn't even on my mind. until I was like, oh, it's really safe. It's like not like the U.S. But yeah, I would say those are my two favorite moments so far.
Oh, I see. Like in terms of safety.
Yeah. No, definitely. That's the nicest thing. I'm not worried about walking into the wrong neighborhood or, someone having a gun or, I mean, in the U.S., it's like, it's so bad. But yeah, it's great. Super, super safe, which is awesome.
Okay. Did you have any disappointing things in Japan?
Disappointing? Not really. There's a couple moments. I didn't plan out my trip a ton since so I bought my tickets, I think 3 weeks before I left.
Wow.
So I ended up just like trying to figure out as much as I could possibly do within those 3 weeks. But there were moments where I would just kind of do something for fun and ended up not being able to do it because I didn't plan it out. But I wouldn't say that was super disappointing. I wouldn't say there's anything super disappointing.
That's surprising for me.
Yeah. No, I feel like even when things didn't really work out, I was still having a good time just exploring the city.
That's great.
Yeah.
Okay, so I want to ask about like your personal things a little bit. And what is your short-term goal?
That's a good question. I'd say right now I want to have a successful freelance editing career, video editing. Some of my background is in sound design, and I've done a little bit of video editing through some of the indie films that I've helmed out with, and I think that would feel really, really great to be successful in that. I'd say that's my small-time goal. Yeah.
Oh, so you're editing, filming, or YouTube or something?
My goal is to do more on the corporate side, so work with businesses and then do some commercials if I can, and then help out friends here and there with some short films that they have, and then hopefully get to a point where I can pitch to larger companies. So yeah, I think that would be really cool.
Wow. So I'm editing a little bit for YouTube,
Yeah.
I can feel it.
Yeah. No, it's, especially with editing, there's a million different things. No, that would be great.
So did you learn like editing in your college? Or a different one?
Partially. Mainly on my own when I was working on short films, and then just doing personal projects. But yeah, not really in school. No. I feel like a lot of people I met who work in video editing didn't learn it in school. They'll learn through YouTube or, a friend of a friend or, whoever. It's almost never school, I think.
Okay. Right now, like you are working like lighting industry, right?
I was, yes.
You were. So after you finish this holiday, so what kind of job do you want to do?
Freelance editing.
Freelance editing.
Yeah. So when I get back, hopefully I'll be able to put a portfolio together and work with some businesses.
Wow, cool.
Yeah.
You got this.
Yeah, thanks.
I'm really interested in your editing.
I don't have any projects that I could show you right now. It's all just kind of like personal stuff.
Yeah.
This is the way I am with my work right now. But in a couple months, hopefully I'll have something that I can share more publicly.
Okay.
Yeah,
What was your major in your college?
Film and media studies production.
Oh, media study production.
More of the technical side for film as opposed to the artistic side.
Okay.
So sound design, lighting setup, editing, and then partially some artistic side, but mostly technical.
Okay. So last question.
Yeah.
In Japan, like some person like started job, they don't want to do honestly. So could you give any advice to someone who want to like work hard?
I think for me personally, getting to the point of having a good work ethic comes from doing something you don't enjoy a lot. I ran cross country in college, and a lot of the training, it just sucked every day. You'd wake up at 5-6 a.m. You'd go for a run, you'd stretch, you'd go to class, you'd come back, you'd lift, you'd run again, and the racing was really fun, but 90% of the time it's like, I don't want to get out of bed, I don't want to go for a run, I don't want to work out, so I think being able to endure the times that you don't enjoy will allow you to have a better work ethic when it comes to stuff that you do enjoy. I think that helps out a lot. You can't do stuff you like all the time, or else it's not gonna feel that great. You know, when it comes to filmmaking, it's really fun to think about an idea for a movie and write it down and, you know, create a script. But when you have to put in the hours to actually shoot the film, you know, there are 1,000 different variables you're thinking about, and you have really long days, and everyone's always tired, and everyone's always trying to put in their best effort, and you just kind of have to put your head down and just, you know, take it one day at a time. So I guess to sum it all up, you know, push yourself to work through the moments you really don't enjoy, and through that you'll build a better work ethic for the things you really do enjoy.
Okay, that's impressive. Okay. Thank you for sharing.
Yeah, thank you so much.
That's all. Thank you so much.